What's going on, guys? I'm the Seiko and welcome back to another video. Today is actually my first video of 2014. It's January 1st right now. Not really going to talk about that. I'm just going to get straight to the point. You want to find out how to get to 1,000 subscribers for 2014. I did a 100 subscribers for 2014 video. It did very well. A lot of people said it helped them out. Some people had questions. And I'm doing a follow-up video here. I'm going to give you more advice, and this is actually how to really get to the next level. Getting to 100 is one thing, but getting to 1,000 is a whole new step. You really have to compete more. You have to be more motivated. I'm going to give you a few tips here. I know that I only have 1,600 subscribers. Some people said that in the last video, but I don't really think that's a bad thing. I still think I'm able to give advice. If that bothers you, then I'm sorry, but I do only have 1,600, but I do have the experience, and I do know how to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of some things that help me out, and what can really help you now that Next Gen is out, and YouTube is getting to a stage where it's more popular than it's ever been. And if you're not making a YouTube channel now, and you want to make one, it's going to be pretty difficult to get noticed. I started late. I haven't even been on YouTube for a year yet. I started in June, so you have to really be committed now. I mean, you're running out of time. You're really wasting opportunities that you have. I mean, if you want to start one, you're wasting time, and it becomes more difficult every day. So now the one big mistake I see with channels that are past 100, people make that mistake all the time, where they just copy other big YouTubers because those videos are successful. That's one trap that I was stuck in for a long time, was because some big YouTuber was successful because of this kind of video. I did that too, and I wasn't getting views. I wasn't getting noticed by doing that. That's a big mistake. You need to be original, and it does take a long time. Even though you have to keep that in mind, but it doesn't come right away. You'll find what you're really good at, and you'll incorporate that into your videos, and so they're the most enjoyable, they're the best they can be, and they're good. I mean, once you have a video that's good, you'll know that it's good, and you'll be proud of it, and you can keep doing videos like that. For example, on my channel, I think I have a pretty original series called Internet Rant. It's where I don't really want to explain it, but that's something that's original to my channel. And when people think of my channel, they think of, oh, he does Wii U and he does Internet Rant. And I've done like 6 episodes already, and they do very well. Compared to my other videos, they do very well. I mean, I have a very low view count for how many subscribers I have. Only have about 60,000 views. For a channel with 1,600, that's pretty low. So I have a pretty good subscriber to view rate. But the thing is with my channel is that I don't get noticed as much because my videos don't get searched as high. But when people do see them, they tend to subscribe quickly. But what you want to do, what's probably going to be easier for everybody else, is that you have to have videos that are searchable and that will actually come up in the search bar. That seems like it's a stretch. I mean, everybody uploads games, but the thing is, you're not going to generalize your video on the whole game. You're going to find something specific, a specific topic, and focus on that in your video. So you're never going to come up for Call of Duty funny moments, but what you could come up for is Call of Duty Ghosts Clan Wars explained, something like that. I mean, that's probably already been done, but that's an example. If you find a specific topic like that, very, very specific, so when people search those keywords, like Call of Duty Clan Wars, that your video will come up, because the other YouTubers are more general with their videos. They're more like Call of Duty gameplay, multiplayer gameplay, and you're never going to come up for that. You have to be more specific, and those will come. Really, if you know how to tag it well and you learn what tags work best for you, then you won't have a problem, and you will come up. It's easier than it thinks. Even though it's a video that might not be like a tutorial or something, if you're having like a funny moments where it's focusing on like a new glitch, or just an example like that. If you really need to focus your tags on one thing, on one specific thing that's going to come up in the search bar, even though it's a funny moments, even though it could be a commentary, try to focus all your tags on that one specific topic, and you can come up. It's when I've done that, I've been very successful for regular commentaries, for regular videos. Just focus it on one thing, and it helps you out, or it helps you out more than you could possibly imagine. Then when you have that, once you have both of those aspects inside of your videos, you got to make sure that your content has some variation and it's not all the same thing. If it doesn't have any variety, then it gets boring and people may not subscribe. This is not one of the biggest things, but I do see it sometimes. People get successful off of one kind of video and they continuously do that, and it gets boring. and people don't like it. You need to have some variation to your videos. It doesn't need to be completely different, or else people don't like it. People subscribe for one kind of thing, but when it's repeated too much, or repeated to the extent where it's too similar, that's not a good thing. So just remember to keep that in your head. Even though you may not do that right now, remember to keep that in your head to have some variation on your channel. So now you're at a stage where you're probably at like 200, 300 subscribers if you're at that right now, or you're maybe at like 500, 600, you feel stuck. You got to make sure to keep your motivation. Even though you may feel like you're growing very slowly, you have to keep your motivation throughout all the time. You got to keep motivation is one of the most important things when making YouTube videos, because you need to have daily content. If not daily, I recommend weekly is just too little. For gaming videos especially, there are other YouTubers who do that daily. They'll just go to their channels. You need to have content that is the best. You probably already have content that's good. That's why you got to that stage. If you didn't sub for sub, or you didn't spam, if you got actual real subscribers, then just keep that motivation out, keep that drive, keep the thought in your head, keep them mentally. You have to remember that this could keep growing if I continue. I'm not gonna be able to grow if I don't continue, if I'm not motivated. Motivation is one of the most important things, especially when growing, because if you have good content and you do that and you're motivated and you keep on uploading, you're fine. You'll get to 1,000. It won't take too long. In gaming in general, this is one of the most important things, is you need to stay consistent. Consistency is so important, and it's not stressed enough in my opinion. You need to always be consistent with your uploads. You can't have slacking off uploads. I see people do this all the time, where they say in their videos, "Oh, I need to record like 10 live commentaries so I have stuff to upload." No, that's like a big turn off, and you won't grow. You really won't grow with videos like that. You need to be consistent with your good content. People will see that you have like 3 to 4 videos in a row that are good, and you keep on doing that, and you're like, oh, you're pumping out uploads and everything's good about them. People subscribe. That's one of the biggest factors that make people subscribe, and they'll keep on clicking on your videos for that. That's why you want people to subscribe, is so they'll click on your videos more and more, and so you get more views. Subscribers lead to views, and if you have consistency, then that happens. If you're not consistent, then you have inactive subs, and those are just as much as no subs at all. Because that's really why you want subscribers, is you want them so that they click on your videos and you get noticed even more. So that's a very important aspect of making YouTube videos. Finally, this is probably, you've heard this so many times, but people don't get this in their heads, and I know I said this a lot in my 100 subscriber video, but you need to keep your quality up. You need to always keep the quality at the highest level. Always, like, everything about it, like the small things in the video, like maybe your intro sounds weird, maybe it glitches, or maybe you stutter a lot, or you have a mistake in the video. Those little things, the quality in the whole video. I'm not saying like 1080p, I'm not saying best mic ever, but just the little things where the file's rendered, you rewatch it to make sure there's no mistakes, and it's a quality video. Quality means two things. Quality also has to be that it's an enjoyable video to watch. I mean, it shouldn't be like, you have to be able to show it to your mother and not be embarrassed about it. It's got to be like that. You should know if your video is good or not without having to look it up. That should be something you should be able to answer yourself. Is my video good? Is it enjoyable? Will people like this? It's a very simple question. You got to ask yourself that consistently, like I said. And if you have all these, if you really incorporate all of these into your videos, it will take time. It's not going to come instantly, but once you find that you have all these together, especially originality, and you have your own base of videos, it won't take too long. So I hope these tips helped you out. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I will answer all of the questions in the comments. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, rate if you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.